Hi, Dafna.
Hey, hi, Ina.
How are you?
I am okay. I am okay. Thank God. How are you doing? Mm.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm very happy to be here today and finally be able to do this with you. So I'm very curious how this will go.
Yeah, me too. It's just been a long time coming. So finally
Yeah.
we're doing this. So that's great.
Yes. Amazing. Okay. So we are all women and we are all different, right? But I feel like there's so much we have in common. It doesn't matter where you live or where you have lived, um, how your family looks like. There are so many things we have in common. And one of them is this constant question of who am I really? So I was thinking to ask you this question today and see what your first answer would be. Like, Daphna, who are you? Or who are you today? Or who do you want to be today? And see how it goes.
Wow. Um, I have so many things to say when you ask me this, because of
Mm-hmm.
course I will go deep and think about it. But before I answer the questions or try to answer most of the questions, Um, also, what I wanted to add is that we as women often, I feel, we have so much in common, and just, be it that we are women or be it that we have similar struggles or thoughts or emotions. The one thing I feel that is a bit missing often is to actually open up and discuss all of these things and to share them and to then support and empower each other and almost be um, finding comfort in each other, that all the things you are going through, most of us are as well, and they're very much in common, more than the fact that we have so many daily or physical similarities.
Mm-hmm.
So I really hope that this is a place where people and us can just share and connect and empower and support each other, because we all are here to help each other and be there for each other because we're going through similar things. Maybe not always at the same time, but definitely those things happen to all of us.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So
So,
who am
who are
I?
you, Daphna? Yeah, who are you? Or who are you
I feel
today?
I feel like I'm many things. Well, I'm a woman, I'm a wife, I'm a friend, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, I'm a mother. Did I say that?
Well, it counts. You can say it 4 times. You have 4 kids, so you can just say that
I'm
four
a
times.
mother. I'm a mother. I'm a mother. Um, I am. I am many things. I'd like also say I'm sensitive. I'm emotional. I'm fun. I'm a thinker. So many things at the same time. Many interests. I love learning. I was born in Switzerland. I lived in Israel. I've lived in Australia. I've lived in Switzerland. Now, after 16 and a half years, I'm back in Israel. I'm living in Australia. Thank you.
Yes.
And throughout the years, yes, life has shaped me in many ways. I've studied different things. I have a bachelor's in political science, Middle Eastern studies, and then things took me another way, and I certified in kids yoga, and then I did NLP and training, leadership in with the NLP lens and mindset, and then I also have the mind body training and coaching, especially for various emotions and
Mm-hmm.
healing. And those studies took me different ways. And so that's more the, I guess, academic career lens. And then as
Mm-hmm.
a mother, there's a different lens. And as a wife, there's a different lens. As a friend, as a daughter, there's all these different lenses to me.
Yes.
So that's who I am right now. I'm all these things. And in my mind and body, there's also a certain dream of where I want to get, who I want to become more of, what I want to
Mhm.
add into life. So that's in short.
Yeah. In
Ina,
short,
how about
there's amazing.
you?
There are so many things. Yes, how about me? Well, when I hear this question, many people ask the question, and they want to know quickly, actually, what do you do for a living? Like, what's your job?
Yeah,
And I'm thinking, okay, I can have any kind of job, but that doesn't really define me and who I am. And sometimes I would myself define me as an adult thinking, what's my profession and how I want to present myself in the world. And that is kind of a big part of me. Like, yeah, I like to say I'm a psychologist and an NLP life coach, but I know that's not the whole of it. Like, what I really am is this person who's very creative and always um, positive, looking for the positive side of everything. I don't know how I do that. It happens to be that that's what defines me the most. And I like to see life with a positive lens. Like, I'm looking for that in everything. And I want to bring this into the world in the sense that the people that meet me, um, they can also start seeing life more like this. I'm thinking it doesn't matter what happens, what comes your way, there's always a side of it that's beneficial. There's always something that's nice and good. You just have to be ready to see it and to acknowledge it. And many people just struggle with that. Of course, we are overwhelmed with what's happening around us, with a war going on, and we live in a country where there's war, and it's a bit crazy to think that just after we moved here, my family, the war started, and before we were in this amazing Switzerland, where it's a country of milk and honey, as one might think or say, and then they would also think like, how do you manage to live in Israel now? And I'm thinking,
yeah,
well, it's so interesting because here, despite all that's going on, it's the way the country makes me feel, like the way I feel being here and living here. And
exactly.
this is not something that you can just put in words. It's just what's happening and how people are and how they react and how you interact with others. So this is just amazing. And
I agree
yeah,
with you on this one. The feeling of
so,
being here
yeah.
and having the energy here is it adds on. I know that some people really struggle with certain things, and at the same time, when you leave, there's a
Mm-hmm.
certain aspect I feel of authenticity and vibration and energy, the good energy that is missing, and it's just here where you
Mm-hmm.
really feel. I find it easier to connect to others and even to myself in a
Mm-hmm.
on a deeper level here.
Yeah, I
Um,
totally agree. I really love this part. So yeah, I'm also a mother and a wife and a friend and a daughter and a sister and all of that. And each part of this brings different aspects and different parts of me and different ways in which I can present myself into the world. And I love all of that. And sometimes I just to experience new things or to experiment with how it is to be in a certain type of relationship or to discover something. And I just decided that I need to do more sports and to be more careful with my body because as we grow older, there are changes. And in my mind, I'm still like a 16-year-old girl,
I'm
but
26. In my mind,
in
I'm
the
still
real
26.
life, I'm not. Right.
Yeah,
So I know
me
in real
neither.
life, I need to catch up, to if I can continue feeling like this, I need to be able to, I need to take care of that my body also is there. So
Yes,
that means also what I eat and the physical activity I do and all of
yes.
this. And
Did I tell you I
yeah,
started running?
yeah, with a group of women, right?
Yes.
I think
So
that's amazing. I think that's
it
really, really good.
definitely, yeah. And I love yoga, of course.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
this is not all
or
of it. I have to say, I'm not a fan of all the yoga that is out there. I think,
mm,
two types of yoga that I'm into, and I feel energizes me and grounds me and makes me feel good and helps release stress of my body and rebalance. And it
mm-hmm,
doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes. I think everyone can do a few poses that really connect themselves, but it's just moving the body and the nervous system and
Mm-hmm.
breathing and releasing stress and tension. Even if you just do it for 2 to 5 minutes a day, and then you really feel, okay, I've come back
Mm-hmm.
to me, I'm reconnected with me. There's only that two types, I think, of yoga that do this for me.
Oh,
And I
nice.
love that.
I don't even know
Yes.
all the types of yoga. I don't know much
Oh,
about yoga.
I don't even know all of them either. There's sometimes people are like, oh, have you done this and this yoga? I'm like, I don't even know which yoga that is. But and running. I have a lot of energy in me, so running definitely helps me, and it just health-wise,
Mhm.
I think is so. Yeah, definitely looking after yourself, which would whatever way is helping you to move your body and to feel healthy and good is definitely something that is important to take care of. And I love how you said for you, you know, that you are positive and that you want to add that for people around you and to the world. I think that is beautiful. And I love being around you because you help me being that. And yeah, for
Thank
me,
you.
it is also to bring value to my own life and to other people's life, to add value to the world in all
Mhm.
with all these different hats and lenses. How
Yeah,
can we enhance ourselves, our lives, people around us, and others, and help them with all of that? So that is definitely something that is very important.
I like that too. And I think it's so easy to add value basically with everything you do. Like if you are aware of what you're doing, you can just share it with a bit more people. Like, for example, if you like doing one thing like by yourself, to be recycling clothes and do something with them, like an idea, right? So that's something amazing that you do. But if you can bring somebody else with you to do the same thing, it doubles the amount of goods that you put out there.
Yes,
So, so
and it
whenever you
starts the
share
ball rolling.
something, exactly. So when you share something from your gifts with even with your kids around you, they will take that and they will also use it and bring it into the world. So it's like, wow, you know,
Yes,
and I'm always thinking as parents, this is an important aspect. Like, what can I bring to my kids? What can I teach them? Because if I'm amazing, let's say I love cooking, and if I'm doing this in an amazing way, okay, perfect. My family will benefit. They will eat what I'm cooking. But if I also teach them how to do certain things, like it's a different level.
yes,
So it's the same with everything we do with all our gifts. If you know how to do yoga, you teach your kids, then you can teach people around you, you can teach your friends, just share breathing exercise or this pose or that pose. And it's like, okay, so maybe we can connect every morning to do something together for a few minutes and it just energizes everybody.
see,
More
when you
people.
say every morning, I love it. I totally
I know
agree
it
with
just came
you
to my mind now. Like, why not? We take the kids
because
to
it's
school.
hard, because I tried that, because
Yeah,
it's
I know.
hard. So I had to be really kind with myself, because first for me it was, oh, I'm really good at this. And then I realized, oh, but because life is so hectic in the home, I'm not even sharing it with the people in my home. You know, I'm not
Mhm.
even putting aside time or space to do the thing I can share with my kids or my family. And I
Mhm.
realized that it made me sad. And I was like, you know, that's something I can share with my family, exactly as this way you say. Like, yes, we can cook on our own and make it all perfect and nice and neat, or we can remember to involve and teach and enhance, I guess, and empower our kids. And for me, I had this idea, oh my gosh, you know, I want to do yoga with the kids and breathing exercises, and whenever they're distressed or not calm, I will have the perfect tools to calm them down and help them to reconnect to their body. And then, I mean, I'm talking, this is years in my head and
Yeah.
family life. I had to realize that it's okay if it's not as well,
Mhm.
that because I am living it, they are getting a little bit of a taste for it, right? They hear
Mhm.
yoga, they hear breathing, they hear me talk about it. It's the language in the home. And every so often, I had the glimpse of opportunity to do a body scan with one of my children, or figure out what is the thing that helps you calm down, or how is your body working and operating. But I'm saying that could have been like once in 2 months that I was successful in catching the moment they needed it, and I did it with them. But what I feel is also important is to remember to talk to others what we do, and remind ourselves that this is a gift that we can share with our kids and with our family, and to actually, yes, do it more often, and to try and do it more often. So then I have like, okay, if I do it 3 times a week, catch the moment when they need to be calm, and then help them calm down and regulate or co-regulate or connect to their body, whatever way word helps you, whichever thing is the thing you want to do. Or, you know, if I 3 times a week, whatever it was, and then I'm like, okay, what helps me is to schedule it into my weekly diary, to be, okay, I want to do, be it yoga, be it, you know, have a one-on-one time, be it bedtime a bit more. And then even if I just do it once a week, that's success.
It's amazing. Yeah.
You know, because I feel that if we put the pressure on ourselves, because I was like, oh, every day before bedtime, I have to do like, you know, 2 minutes of yoga with the kids. And I'm like, have you seen my bedtime in my home?
Of course, of course. No,
That's a lot
that's
of
it.
pressure.
No, you have
So
your schedule, but then there are also the others that are part of the schedule or the home. So you can't really control all of that. You can have good thoughts and good ideas and plan in advance and put it in your diary, as you say, but then real life happens. They also have their own agendas and things to do. So it's not so easy. It's not so easy.
no. So that's one thing we can learn, I think, is to ease off the pressure of ourselves. And remember, it's still something we want to do, and it's still something we want to share. And I will still take the step and the action and effort to keep reminding myself, who do I want to be as a parent, or who do I want to be as this, and what is the thing and the action I can take to implement it more often. And yes, if it's once a month, success. If it's once a week, super success, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And they'll take it in.
I totally agree. It's what even by being passive observer of what your mom can bring, you know, I think it's a lot of learning. So all your efforts, or all my efforts, are not in vain. I'm sure of that. I see that as years pass by, and as I see my kids growing, I see them outside of home interacting with people and doing things, and I think, ooh, okay, they learn that, they can do that, amazing.
Yes,
so yeah,
they are amazing. Yes, very, very grateful for those moments as well, when people tell you about your children and you're like, ooh. Yes,
exactly. So yes, of course,
so this is us
today.